Over 1 million engines fail every single year because of basic oil change mistakes. That's billions of dollars in preventable repairs. But if you follow a few critical steps before every oil change, your engine will run smoother, last longer, and never die prematurely. In this video, I'll show you the exact process that even professional mechanics forget. Stick around until the end, because I'll also debunk an oil myth that's been destroying engines and wallets for decades. Step 1. Warm up the engine before draining. Most people make this mistake without realizing it. They drain cold oil. Cold oil flows up to 10 times slower than warm oil, and that means dirty sludge, metal particles, and old additives stay trapped inside your engine. You think you're changing all your oil, but you're not. You're just mixing new oil with old contaminants. Here's what you should do instead. Start your engine and let it run for around 10 minutes. You don't need to floor it or drive aggressively. Just bring it to normal operating temperature. Then shut it off and wait another 5 to 10 minutes. This way, the oil thins out, picks up contaminants, and drains completely. It's simple physics. Warm oil flows, cold oil clogs. Skip this step and you might as well pour new oil into a dirty swamp. Step 2. Always use the correct oil specifications. This single mistake has killed more engines than any other. Before buying oil, check your owner's manual. You'll see 2 codes, one for the API service classification and one for the SAE viscosity grade. The API label tells you whether the oil meets the standard for your type of engine. Gasoline engines start with S, diesel engines start with C. The second letter matters too, SN, SP, or newer. Each generation improves protection and efficiency. Using the wrong type can cause sludge buildup, higher oil pressure, and even catalytic converter damage. One Canadian fleet found that mixing SN and SP oils led to 80% more oil pressure warnings and double the sludge formation. Viscosity grade, like 5W-30, is just as important. Thin oil reduces protection. Thick oil kills fuel economy. Stick with what your car manufacturer recommends. And if you go long intervals between oil changes, 10,000 or 15,000 miles, make sure you're using full synthetic oil. It contains additives that resist breakdown, even under heat and pressure. Spend an extra few dollars on the right oil today, or spend thousands replacing an engine tomorrow. Step 3. Use OEM, or high-quality filters. The oil filter is the unsung hero of your engine. Its job is to trap tiny metal shavings, dirt, and combustion byproducts before they circulate through your engine. Cheap filters let microscopic particles, as small as 40 microns, pass right through, scratching cylinder walls and bearings. Good filters use advanced media like synthetic blends or microglass that trap particles as small as 10 microns, invisible to the human eye. The difference between a $5 filter and a $12 filter could be the difference between an engine that lasts 300,000 miles and one that dies at 80,000. A good filter also has 2 important valves: the bypass valve, which opens only when the filter is clogged, and the anti-drainback valve, which keeps oil from draining out of the filter overnight. Without it, your engine experiences dry starts every morning, grinding metal on metal for the first 2 seconds. That's where most wear happens. So, don't skimp on filters. Use OEM, Bosch, or Mobil One. Step 4. Inspect the old oil. Before refilling your engine, look at what came out. The color, texture, and smell of your old oil can tell you everything about your engine's health. If it's dark and smells burnt, that's normal. But if it feels gritty between your fingers, you have metal particles floating in your engine. That means something is wearing out, usually bearings, cam lobes, or pistons. If you ever see metallic shimmer, don't ignore it. That's a warning sign of internal wear. Send your oil for analysis. It costs around $30 and can save you thousands. If your oil looks milky or cloudy, that's water or coolant mixing with the oil. This points to a blown head gasket or a cracked block, both expensive repairs if ignored. You don't need to be a mechanic to spot problems early. Just pay attention to what your old oil is telling you. Step 5. lubricate, and tighten with proper torque. Here's a step almost everyone overlooks. Before installing your new oil filter, rub a small amount of new engine oil around the rubber gasket. This ensures a proper seal and prevents the gasket from tearing or binding. Many engines have been lost because of double gasketing, when the old rubber ring sticks to the block and a new one is installed on top. Next, always use a new crush washer for your drain plug. They're designed to deform once and seal perfectly. Reusing them can cause tiny leaks that lower oil levels over time. And always use a torque wrench. Over-tightening can strip threads or crack the oil pan, while under-tightening can cause the plug to fall out while driving. Both scenarios end the same way: catastrophic oil loss. Check your manual for the correct torque specs. Step 6. Clean the oil filler area. It sounds trivial, but this one small habit can prevent major wear. Before you pour new oil, wipe the oil filler cap and the neck with a clean rag. That black, crusty buildup around the opening. It's full of abrasive grit. If it falls in, your engine's oil becomes liquid sandpaper. Also, always use a clean funnel. Most people leave funnels lying around the garage, collecting dust and debris. Store yours in a clean bag or wrap both ends with cloth. You'll thank yourself later. Step 7. Measure the right amount of oil. Too little oil causes friction. Too much oil causes aeration, when the crankshaft whips the oil into foam. Aerated oil can't lubricate properly, and your bearings will cook themselves in minutes. Always check your owner's manual for the exact oil capacity. Pour about half a quart less than the listed amount first, because a small amount of old oil always stays behind. Then, check your dipstick after the engine has run for 30 seconds and sat for 5 minutes. Top off gradually until it's near the max line, but never over. Step 8. Debunking the engine flush myth. Now let's tackle one of the most dangerous myths in car maintenance: the idea that you need to do an engine flush at every oil change. The truth? Most modern engines don't need it. If you've been consistent with oil changes, at least every 5,000 miles, your engine already cleans itself. Engine flush chemicals are extremely aggressive. They can break off large chunks of old sludge. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more,